Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. Let's see if you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Akira Air Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. New for spring 16, this is the Akira Air. It comes in two flavors. This is the vintage version. One color, it's brown pull-up leather, super premium. There's also a non-vintage version, which is your classic Monaco cowhide. Both are gonna be race grade, 1.1, 1.2 mil grade, but again, leather is going to be vintage pull-up here on the one to my left, and then you have two colors, a black and a black white. They're going to be Monaco. They're going to feel a little bit more race suity if you want to go $100 down in cost and really much more sport oriented. Now, if we look at it, really three-season, warm weather, aggressive, this is the vintage version, and again, race fit here on your Akira Air. And one of the things that jumps out at me right away is even though this is vintage, they've stolen technology for protection off of their high-end suits and jackets. So again, off that replica, dual compound honeycomb sliders. You have the honeycomb and the coated aluminum sitting on top of it for both slide as well as impact resistant. You also on the back side of the elbow, and you're going to see it in a second, have a similar slider here. See if we can pull it up really quickly. HVB. And the best part about this though is that's not where it stops. I'm going to pull out this piece of armor here. This is actually the CE Level 2 asymmetrical Seeflex armor from REV'IT. So on the shoulders and the elbows, you get the Seeflex. Temp stable, ventilated, again, carries the new CE2 standard right out of Europe. Again, that's going to be underneath the shoulders, underneath the elbow. Obviously, it'd be a different shape. And you can notice here, it's asymmetrical. This is the left shoulder. It covers your scapula behind as well. Now, back protector's not included. That's going to be a C-Soft Type RV. REV'IT for around the $700 mark. Next iteration, include that back protector. That's one of my callouts. But overall, great perf scheme, great leather, great protection, and you're getting a full removable 80-gram vest liner. Again, so you're able to stretch this guy a little further, early spring, maybe early fall, but outside of that, remember, it is a leather jacket that's going to be built to flow a ton of air, especially with this perforation scheme. Now, if you did want to go perf, check out the Masaru, which is non-vintage, but again, a non-perfed operation here. And then again, check out that replica, which is a step up, and it's even more race inspired. Now, let's think briefly about fitment. Hi, Viz Brian, sporting his new mullet. Love it. It's a wintertime mullet. To my left, 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest, wearing a size 52, and you can see how this fits him. Notice the shape of the arm, the pre-curve. Notice the elasticated stretch panels that are going to come down the inside of the arms. This is race fit. Even on the vintage side here, it's meant to be in the 3/4, the tuck, clip-ons, a more aggressive riding position. Looks badass, just know that you're not getting a sport fit jacket that's gonna be great for chilling at the bar. This guy, when you zip it up, keeps everything where it's supposed to be, protecting you for when you go down, if you go down. Now remember, use the size chart. Keep in mind, we're gonna ship for free over 39 bucks. And as always, click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, and your feedback on the new Akira Vintage and Akira Regular on that YouTube channel page. Now, diving into some of the nuance here, and some of the things that I really like. I like the style, I like the perf scheme, I like the muted logos, especially in this vintage version. They gave you some extra temper foam up here across the sternum area, basic hand warmer pockets down on either side, and you can see the pre-curve. This is actually gonna allow for some area to expand as well as flow air on the sides of the arms, and they made the cuffs really low profile, which I really dig. So again, set it and forget it cuffs here. Probably owe Ron Popeil $8 now, second time we've mentioned him today. Notice YKK auto lockers, again, over your glove, or your glove's gonna go over, low profile, keep everything where it's supposed to be. The other thing that's really cool, if you look at the way the collar's done here, notice it's gonna be a neoprene line collar, and we'll show you more of that when we spin him around with a big zipper pull. But notice, collar comes down, one piece of leather all the way down. That eliminates bunching, eliminates seams. So again, add some style, but it's a nice advancement by way of just simplifying the overall line of the jacket. And obviously down here across the bottom, that flap that comes across is really set up so that you're not gonna scratch your tank, especially if you're in the 3/4 or in the tuck position. Now, Hi Viz Brian, turn, face away from me. Hi Viz Brian turns the face away, you're gonna get a side shot of the profile here. Remember, dual compound race grade sliders over top of that CE Level 2 Seeflex. Notice perforation scheme down across the back of the arm around your humerus, the back of your bicep and tricep. That's going to allow air to flow out, but you're not introducing additional perf in an area that's heavily prone to an impact. So again, low side crash, you're gonna be down on your arm. You don't want that perf on the outside. Elasticated panels, top of the elbow. You're gonna see for the first time, we talked about it earlier, dual comp slider over top of that Seeflex armor going all the way down your elbow and forearm. Again, great race brake protection. And if Hi Viz Brian throws his arm up just like that, notice it is a race spec jacket. The fit scheme, look at the Look at the elasticated leather panels that go all the way down and almost link up on the outside of his pec and down under his arm. Again, allowing great range of motion and flexibility while you're in those riding positions in a more aggressive stance or a more aggressive position on the bike. Now, moving down, you're gonna have your basic cinches down along the waist. Again, stylistic but functional. Turn backwards for me there, HVB. And if we look across the back here, this is the best, you get to move your mullet. If he moves his Lenny Dykstra mullet, which I love, I say that with love, neoprene across the top, low profile, will breathe, will be comfortable, won't chafe. And again, getting out of the way of your helmet, especially if you're in the tuck and your eyes are up. Perf across the back. Remember, you're gonna have to upgrade the back protector. It's a REV'IT C-Soft Type RV, which is the shape CE Level 2. I'd like it if they would include it. And as you work your way down, notice it's an elongated seat with some temper padding built in here just to add some style and a little bit of added protection. 360-degree zip, short connection zip, as well as jeans loop baked in. So a lot of different ways you can connect this to a leather pant or your jeans or your belt from REV'IT. Now come back around to the front. Let's unzip this bad boy. Nice big YKK zipper pull comes down. He unflaps to the bottom. And when High Vis Brian exposes, hilarious, you're going to notice on the inside, there's your 80-gram vest liner. It's quilted, it has some basic pockets, but what I like more than that is going to be the neoprene collar. Again, especially if you're sweating and it's warm out, this is going to be really comfortable, this wetsuit material against your skin. And again, around the backside behind him, you're not going to see it, but that's where all of your different types of connectors and zips would be. Open that side for me really quickly there, HVB. I want to show the Napoleon pocket, but more importantly, if you began to circumferentially unzip that vest liner, you're going to see that it is a basic mesh pocket on the inside, or a basic mesh panel. So this mesh is going to be lightweight and breathable because remember, it's a ventilated or perforated leather jacket. It's meant to flow air. And there's the butt end of that 360-degree zip that goes all the way around. Thank you, good sir. Remember, 2 versions available. This is the Akira Air that's vintage. Going to be $100 more than the Akira Air, which is non-vintage, which would be your basic Monaco cowhide. And again, remember that nice break-in with this vintage leather, this pull-up leather is really going to go a long way. Very soft, great hand to it. The next step in your journey, though, is to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com, read other rider reviews of the new Akira Air from REV'IT. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on YouTube. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.